I wish I could say this is my studio, but it's not. This is episode 10. It's episode 10. It's kind of cool. It's episode 10 of the Grassfed Podcast. My name's Clayton Carpenter. This is Danny Ortiz, my one and truly only best friend. So, this has been a long time coming. It didn't happen a few times. We each been busy. Now it's happening. The moment we've all been waiting for.
About time, yes sir.
Danny, what's up?
Nothing much. Glad to be here. Finally.
Fresh back on U.S. soil?
Yeah, gladly back on U.S. soil.
Legally.
For 6 months only. But,
So, you were just kind of explaining. Where were you? What happened?
I was in, well, the city, or the state's called Guanajuato. It's not sure where it's at in Mexico, but...
Close to Mexico City? Close to Guatemala? Close to America?
It's about 5 hours from Mexico City.
Yeah.
But I was moving back and forth from Irapuato and Salamanca, which is where my family's from, and yeah, it's pretty bad out there as far as security goes. Just gun violence, gang violence, it's pretty bad.
And it wasn't like that last time you were there?
Not as bad.
When was that?
2016, 2017.
Damn.
Yeah, just not that long.
Recently?
Yeah.
Damn. So were you just seeing family?
Yeah.
Wedding?
Yeah.
Anything big?
I went for a wedding, but that was it.
That was it. It's big. You guys are Mexican.
Well, I mean,
big
yeah,
thing.
there's like 300 of those, nothing crazy.
Really?
Yeah, like 250.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Not bad. So, I want to get into some funny stuff. Danny's been around forever. All the crazy things I've done. From like wanting to be a bodybuilder, to wanting to be a CIA agent, to wanting to be a journalist, to wanting to be like everything.
In a band?
In a band. One time I called Danny. What did I say?
I don't know, but I was going to be the producer.
Something about it. Was it you who called and said, I don't really remember saying it, but you said, man, you called me and said something about, do you know anyone who plays the clarinet? Or something. I think it might have been it. I don't know who it was. I thought it was you.
Either me or Landon.
Oh, yeah, it was Landon. He said, Clayton called me and said, hey, we're starting a band. You know anyone who plays the saxophone? So yeah, anyways, Danny's been here forever. So I want to get your insight on what has happened over the last 3 years. What's your outlook on grass-fed, on life, on everything?
Well, I mean, I remember when this first came about, we were in, freshman year of college?
Yeah, well, you were still in college, but...
Well, you know.
I was enrolled.
I was physically there, not mentally, but physically there. I remember one day you just came out and were like, I'm going to, have this food truck and grass-fed this and grass-fed that, and I just thought it was another one of your crazy ideas, and then you shot me up, you worked your ass off nonstop, and here we are now, 3-4 years later.
Yeah, that's weird.
Slowly but surely, it's getting there. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, Tim said the other night. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. It was at Clayton. A whole nother high school has happened since we've been in high school.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember just thinking dude, I don't know about all this, but, because it started with the band, and I was like, okay, it's not going to happen. None of us are musicians at all. And then you came up with the whole, grass-fed thing, and I was like, oh, I can see you being more passionate about that, but, I just was kind of like, I don't know.
No one's playing. None of us are making music.
No, I'll tell you
that way. None of us made any music.
Our careers did not take off.
I sang a few songs.
Yeah. Freestyles here and there, but...
About that, Danny hit it.
No.
But one thing I admire about you is you've been through more shit than anyone I could ever imagine, and you keep trucking. Mm-hmm. Will you share with people your story?
Yeah, well, I was born with Hypoplastic Left Heart Syndrome, which is where the left side of your heart doesn't fully develop quite as the right. And I was also born with one kidney, so I wasn't really given much of a chance to live really past the day. And, I mean, of course I don't remember any of it, but through 4 or 5 heart surgeries, I'm here, almost going to be 23, and yeah, I really don't have any other choice but to keep trucking on,
That's cool. So they put a pacemaker in? Was that the first surgery?
That was the last. That was, I want to say, 05, 06, here in Dallas.
Damn.
And that was the last surgery I've had since.
So you moved here And then had the surgery?
Mm-hmm. It was one of the main reasons that I, moved over here. My dad got a better job and everything was better as far as medical and just everything. And we realized that the surgery could be done here and we just went ahead with it.
Dang. So you were from?
From Los Angeles.
Whittier.
The west side.
Whittier.
But,
is that really where you're from though, Whittier?
Whittier, yeah.
I just like saying that. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it was South LA, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of it because I moved when I was 8, but I feel like I'm a Texan.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
True. Except you're wearing a Notre Dame hat.
Yeah, I'm just
kidding. Danny likes any team that's winning.
Yeah.
Roll with the that's winners. Why we love him.
Oh man.
But so what's like day to day now, as far as like your health situation?
I'm good. I go once a year. It's just a checkup, physical really. Just checking how I am, blood work is monthly, but as far as like my heart and stuff like that, it's yearly, and everything's good so far. It's been that way for a few years now, so things going good.
It's so cool. It's nuts.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I remember I met you freshman year in Miss LaForge's class. Shout out Kate LaForge, perhaps the most impactful teacher in my school career.
Always sipping Mountain Dew.
Way too much. If you're listening, I hope your kidneys and your liver are okay. Because this lady would drink
packs on packs.
On stressful days, she would drink a 12-pack of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
In a day, legitimately. Should we talk? Remember that one day we heard sneeze from the closet?
It was her daughter.
It was like, what is that? She's like, okay, Elise, come out.
Because she tried to play it off at first, like, I didn't hear anything, but the whole class heard a sneeze or a cough, whatever it was. And her daughter just walked out like nothing. In like a random supply closet.
Needless to say, she's not teaching at Lowry Freshman Center anymore.
Oh, man. Remember when she had that boot on for like a year?
She stepped on a Lego.
Yeah, but
I remember so much. I remember more about that exact time than anything. Blue Slide Park was about to come out, 11/8/11. Call of Duty Black Ops was coming out. I was like weirdly in a like head over heels relationship. I didn't think at all except for like Mac Miller and Cali and Call of Duty. And yeah, dude, life was weird. And Miss LaForge and Mr. Rustin, the English teacher. Dude, that was a cool time.
Yeah.
That was a cool time.
That's when we would talk here and there, but we weren't, I guess, friends. That was, sophomore year when really...
Yeah.
Kind of.
I don't remember how, though.
I do.
Bring it.
It was...
Newspaper, of course.
Newspaper, yeah.
No shit, sorry, I scratched that. I remember this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It was the, what's it called? The Lip Dub? Remember that?
Oh, yeah, we're on the internet.
Yeah, that we, you were like down the hall, and then a special needs student needed the door open, and like nobody would open the door for them, and like I turned around as you were, getting there, and like I reached out to you and was like, hey, that was pretty cool. Like nobody wanted to go help that student but you,
Damn.
And that's kind of where it just began, really.
That's awesome. Yeah, journalism was cool. I had someone say like, oh yeah, some of my friends are making sure that they move before their kids get to Allen High School. And I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, there's too many kids. And I said, I think that's the stupidest thing you could ever do for your kid. Like the worst thing you could ever do. Like, yeah, there's a lot of kids in that school. But you have a lot of kids, but it's not diluted. Like to say that you don't get the attention you need in a classroom, or to say that you don't get, anything that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, it just makes me mad. I didn't appreciate it while I was there, but dude, that school is so awesome.
Yeah, I heard it's way too competitive that I wouldn't let my kids compete in sports or anything because they're just gonna ride the bench.
If you want your kid to be a loser, yeah.
Exactly. They're gonna get the opportunities one way or the other, but that's what I've heard so far. That it's just too competitive. That there's no point, And that says a lot as a parent. Like, my kid's not that good, so like, why would I?
We would take him to Prosper.
Yeah.
We're moving to Van Alstyne.
Lovejoy real quick.
Yeah. Sorry if you're listening and you're from there. We love you, but your school's just probably not as good as Allen.
Nah.
Now we sound like Allen kids.
Yeah.
But we're proud of it because it rocked.
At the time, it didn't, but looking back, we're very fortunate. Just from the pack to blue to the stadium is just, yeah.
And like sports, nutrition, all the opportunities for actual athletics. For if you want to be a lawyer, I took business law class. I took business marketing. What was it?
Dollars and cents or something like that.
I never took that one, but I took like principles of business marketing and finance, and I took. There's everything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm super proud to be there. We have been there. Have you been back since you graduated?
Just to pick up my diploma. That was it.
You didn't go to graduation?
Oh yeah, of course, but not like.
Did we have to pick it up? Oh yeah, we picked it up that Saturday, didn't we?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did
You had that like time frame to go pick it up.
Yeah,
But
that was interesting.
yeah, crazy 4 years. Lots of up and downs.
How many years?
4.
Oh yeah, it's been 4 years, hasn't it? Or even 4 years that we were in school.
Well, 8 years, because 4 from high school, 4 for college. But like,
Yeah.
we were getting
How long did you last in college?
a year.
Did you actually go to all your classes?
Yeah, I went, but I don't know what happened. I mean,
What do you mean?
I mean, I
Were
went
you doing
before.
drugs?
Huh?
Were you doing drugs?
Nah. I mean.
Oh, wait, popping Kuhlman Those are his blood thinners. He's not on drugs.
No. Prescribed only. Well, I mean, I would go before class, after class, go to the library, work with my groups, and I was just told that, it's just not for you.
They told you that?
Yeah, I went to the, what's it called, the...
Advisor?
Yeah. And I went to go, actually no, because before, I tried to sign in for, like, some class, and, like, everybody in my class was able to log in but me. So I, told my
You got
professor...
really red, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not red, but I was...
Danny and I, something we have in common is we both get really red when we get embarrassed or nervous.
I'm probably red right now. But, yeah, like, I raised my hand and I was like, I can't log in for some reason. And then she told me to go talk to my counselor and stuff like that. And they
All
told
it
me,
said
like,
was
you're not
good.
enrolled, like...
All it said was good try.
Yeah. Better luck next time. And I grabbed my backpack and I just went home. But
Damn. You didn't take your test or anything?
what test? I mean,
Finals, like you didn't even get there?
no, it was the first day of the second year.
Oh shit.
And, like, I couldn't log into my computer and, like, I had applied to the classes, the week before or 2 weeks before the actual second year began, but I don't know what happened. I
Damn.
was just told that, nah, you're not here anymore, you're not enrolled, so.
Well, at least I made the choice for you.
Yeah.
I hated school, to be honest. I loved high school,
Yeah.
but I hate, like, college for me. It's just, like, bleh. But yeah, it's interesting. Something I think about is if you could go back and take, like, whatever courses you wanted to, what would you take?
As far as college?
Yeah, like, okay, I just want to go take music theory and history of European art, whatever bullshit. Like, whatever.
I mean, I would have liked to take an actual journalism class because I was taking some marketing that was considered journalism.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like,
like newspaper
yeah.
business.
Something like that. I bombed that, and like, that was supposed to be journalism. That wasn't journalism to me,
Yeah.
Journalism is writing and being at events and stuff like that, but at least to me it is.
That's your favorite thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 When did that start?
I don't know, maybe middle school, but where I was going to middle school, they had nothing like that.
Where'd you go?
Oh, Banyan in Garland.
Hey.
Banyan Middle School, yeah, but.
You want to shout out any of your homies?
No.
That's a boo-boo?
No, shout out to Yeah, no. Yeah, but I really didn't have any opportunities until I got to Allen, which is why I'm so thankful to have gone to Allen. But,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was done.
I think the people who don't appreciate it weren't anywhere else. Like, I started school at Emmanuel Lutheran School in Olivet, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
In a suburb of St. Louis, like a really crappy private school. Like, it's not crappy, like, it's just not Allen.
Yeah.
It's like really small, it wasn't funded well, and you got a good education, like very individualized education, like every student got like a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool, but Allen's, like, I don't think that's necessarily the biggest variable, like being at Allen.
You just have so many opportunities.
So many.
Yeah. Where I went, it was in Garland, and it wasn't the best location, I guess. It was just, just gangs and stuff like that going on.
Yeah.
In school, out of school, it wasn't a good environment. And like I said, it wasn't really funded well, and opportunities weren't there as well. So I just kind of went to school, took my classes, and just got out of there. Not much for me to do.
Dang. Do you talk to a lot of people that are still there?
I mean, very rarely. I talked to about 2 or 3 of them, but
Yeah, probably the same thing, if not worse. Or is
as far as
just the area? Is it still?
I mean, I've gone back just for like errands I have to run, but stuff like that. But it's about the same. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, it's like back to like I feel like this is an advertisement for Allen, Texas. It's like
Visit Allen.com.
Yeah, really. Visit Allen. Go play the Allen game. No, dude, it's just I don't know. It's really cool. A lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
So what do you, as far as journalism, what do you see the future as? Is that something you want to pursue? Is that something, what do you think?
Yeah, that's something I'd like to do here in the near future. I started doing it, but I'm not going to lie, I slacked off. I mean, I slacked off.
I know. It's okay though.
My work schedule is...
I was going to say you also do a lot more real life things than the average person.
Yeah, so I sleep when I can, and, kind of just don't do much.
You work and pay bills and help your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I got to do, so...
Responsibilities.
Yeah.
What's your favorite aspect of that? Like, what's your vision for it?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you want to write? Who do you want to write for? Do you want to write for yourself? Do you want to do videos? Do you want to do a podcast? What do you...
Yeah, I'd like to do it for myself, but, go to certain events, sporting events, concerts, interview athletes or musicians, just kind of, but make it my brand, That's something I would like to do, but, yeah, I got to get to it.
Talk about Logic.
Oh, God.
Danny's Logic. Bob, if you hear this dude has told more people about you than anyone. Continue, Danny.
Yeah, I've told, I don't even know how many people, but, I don't know, it's just whenever I find a good musician or a good song or anything like that, I like to spread it,
Yeah.
Every time I hear a new song from whoever it is, I try to share it on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, but, yeah, Logic was different. He kind of, well, at least for me, he came out of nowhere. I was watching a Mac Miller interview, and on the related videos, he just popped up, and it was like, Logic talks about working at a Wingstop and Jiffy Lube. I didn't know who he was. Clicked on him and was hooked instantly. Since 2014.
Dang. And you went Under Pressure. Met him there.
Met him there. Met him at The Incredible True Story. Then I saw him in Dallas with the G-Eazy.
G-Eazy, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and the next day in Houston. And then, yeah, just followed him ever since Under Pressure. Really.
Been to more concerts since then, haven't you?
Yeah, Everybody, Bobby Tarantino.
Everybody was in Allen, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think Bobby Tarantino, I was going for that one, but Everybody's the one that Scott and I went to, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun.
Because you and I went to The Incredible True Story.
Yeah, I cried there at the Bomb Factory.
Did you?
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really did.
Yeah. I cried in Allen when he did 1-800, but it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an emotional song, so. I
He
wasn't surprised.
He's nuts. Like, to be witnessing this is really, really weird.
Yeah. It's weird not to sound like.
We sound like bitches. It's fine.
No, but like.
I do. He's so incredible.
Not to sound like a hipster. Like, I was, a fan before everybody else, but, seeing him start at the Bomb Factory, or, no, at the, what's it called? Southside.
Whoa.
That was Under Pressure.
It's like
2,500, something like that.
Oh, damn.
And then going to the Bomb Factory, then, doing, where was he next? I think back at the Bomb Factory. Then here in Allen, which is actual like an arena.
Yeah.
And doing just pavilions. It's kind of, just the growth is crazy. And it's so rapid as well.
Yeah, really rapid.
Yeah.
You just released a novel.
Do what?
A novel?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Have you read it?
Yeah, I'm on chapter 14.
Tell us about it.
You know what? It's confusing. It's like a story inside of a story. I don't know how to, Logic,
Yeah.
he's just way too intricate, but it's something you would have to read for yourself to like.
Is it about a guy? Is it about a?
It's about a guy working at a supermarket. You know, he finds actually it's about a guy who works at a supermarket to fund his book.
Whoa.
Not fund, but like get ideas for his upcoming novel that he has to turn in at a certain time, and his coworkers at the supermarket are characters based in his book. So he kind of just takes, I guess, real life events and puts his spin on it, and yeah, there's a twist towards the end of the first part. So yeah.
Don't leak it.
No.
Don't leak it.
No.
It's so cool. Yeah, I remember trying to think of the first bit that I ever really listened to him. It would have been in the apartment at Colin. So the spring of 2016. And then listening to Incredible True Story that Friday. March 14th? Is that right?
Sounds right.
I think it is.
I remember I skipped class. We both skipped class.
Yeah. You came to the lake, didn't you?
No, I came to your apartment.
Oh, I went to the lake that next morning. Angus came.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was such a weird time.
Yeah.
That was a lot changed in those few months.
Yeah.
A lot.
But I remember I was trying to get you to listen to him to go to the Why You Wait tour before Under Pressure came out.
Oh, wow, yeah, I didn't, did I?
I mean, like, I've heard of him, but, like,
I slept.
I've heard his music.
Sorry, Bob.
You're on board now, so we're good.
Yeah, dude, it was really surreal to hang out with Chase, too.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, you made it happen. Like,
You just gotta try some things sometimes.
yeah. You kept saying, well, you made it happen the morning of, like, maybe a few hours before it even happened. So the concert was, what, Saturday? July 22nd. I remember that. And then you kept saying, like, I'm going to get it done. I don't know how, but I'm going to get it done. And I was like, okay, like, once again, I thought it was one of your, ideas, like, oh, God, here we go. And sure enough, we went to the baseball fields right next to Allen.
Allen Station.
Yep. And sure enough, he just shows up with his little tripod or whatever and was a good dude. I thought, he's kind of, not cocky, just kind of maybe standoffish a bit. But that was, further from the truth,
Yeah, he was so nice.
Yeah.
He was really, 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 really genuine.
Yeah, good dude.
DJ Rhetoric, that is. Now Rhetoric and DJ Rhetoric, depending on which hat he wants to put on.
Very insightful as well, from his, days with Kendrick overseas. Remember that? He was telling us about that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that.
Just his insight on the music industry, it's crazy. And he's talented, but, as far as, of course DJing, but he's released his own project since.
Yeah.
And it's just a mixture of, like, Coldplay and, like, Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's different.
It's really weird, yeah. And, like, Kid Cudi and, like...
Yeah, Kid Cudi.
Some weird DJ that you've never heard of, all
Yeah.
mixed in one with, like, really cool lyrics.
Yeah. Relatable lyrics.
Yeah.
At times, yeah.
Wait, you want to talk about the girl that's got you feeling all caged up or something?
No, I'm good. I broke out that cage.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, that's cool. So, let's see who's on the horizon, artist-wise now.
Oh, I don't know. I found out about this guy about a month ago. His name is Ko Genesis.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah. He's got a couple songs. Of course, Russ, but he's kind of already blown up.
What do you think of Russ?
I think he gets way more shit than he deserves. Like, he's talented. People don't want to see it, though.
Yeah.
Because he sings and he has these melodies and stuff like he's soft or whatever.
I think he's just too good. Like, he's too easy to dislike because anyone that's not that good probably doesn't like him.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand. It's like...
I wish I could be that good.
This guy makes his own beats, and then he raps over it, then he sings the melody, then he makes the hook, and then he mixes it, masters it, and it's ready. It's like, yeah.
No overhead. He does it all himself.
I hate that guy.
Yeah.
So.
Because I need 3 people to do this, and, I just do one thing myself, and it's just money out my pocket. But, yeah, he did it all by himself, taught himself, and you know, a couple platinum plaques later, he's doing okay for himself.
Yeah, I was telling Paul today in the car. I was like, Russ. It's like, how many plaques does he have? This was our conversation.
I know it's double digits for sure.
I was gonna say it's over 10. I said he's got at least 10 platinum plaques.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. And you came on, and I was like, this is Russ. And he's like, whatever. He didn't believe that he had that many platinum plaques. And I was like, he has a lot of plaques. Yeah. A lot.
I mean, gold and platinum, but still, it's just, to do it by yourself, to even have one is just, like, not heard of, you know?
Yeah. And to fill out, like, when we went to the show, it's like, hey, this place is packed.
Mm-hmm.
There's no openers. No. And the crowd singing every word of every song.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't stop.
You talking about San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nuts. Danny and I drove from Dallas to San Antonio, stopped in Austin, had lunch, got to the concert at that night, drove back the next morning. And then I was driving the Maroon Goon, Danny's red Nissan Sentra.
Yo.
And we got rear-ended by a drunk guy at Whataburger. So what do? I call the cops. I tell them, hey, we're fine, our car's fine, it's not a problem, this dude's wasted. Before he kills someone, we're going to get on the road and you guys should come take him to jail or get him off the street or give him water or Gatorade or Pedialyte or something. So we leave and they held his food, I guess, till the cops came. You think they gave him a sandwich?
I mean, I would hope so.
I would hope so. He was sober up, probably. Dang. I saw the goon got another little boo-boo.
Oh, yeah, the hail. Yeah.
No, on the front right. It looked like somebody hit you. No?
Mm-mm. No, it was just the hail. I mean...
Maybe not.
Took both of my... Well, my left mirror got taken out.
Oh, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
What happened?
Both of the... it was just hail 2 weeks ago.
The hail knocked the mirror off?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, and then the back two lights are gone. Yeah, no, it was terrible. I was on my way back from a Dallas Sidekicks game, which is 10 minutes from the car? Yeah. I was, 10 minutes from the house? And it took me 40 minutes to get home. So, yeah, 25, 30 minutes of that was just in hail. Because I was trying to get under that bridge, but...
Was it like hail? Was it like hell?
It was actually hail. Not just like hail. Ignore that. But, yeah, I mean, I would see the car in front of me, the back windshield or whatever got broken. Like, due to hail, I saw it happen. It was crazy. But yeah, it was...
It's so nuts. See, because it didn't hit Ridgeview and Independence did get hail. Spring Creek and Coit did get hail.
That's pretty much just Stacy.
Well, and here we got it really bad.
Yeah.
Like really bad. East Allen got it really bad.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Just very, very, very particular.
Yeah.
Huh. So what's the next couple weeks got for you? I'm headed to Belize on the 29th. What are you going to be doing till then?
Working.
What are you doing?
Security.
Are they give you a gun yet?
No.
Like a taser or a piece of like...
No, that wouldn't be smart.
Need one of those pliers or anything?
Nope, that wouldn't be smart.
So tell people what you do. And just don't tell them where, because if criminals hear this, they'll rob you because you're very defenseless.
Yeah, we're pretty much screwed with me. No, I just work security. I'm pretty much, in a way, I'm a, what's it called?
Rent-a-cop?
In a way, but like, what's it called? Like the front desk person.
Like receptionist?
Receptionist, there we go. I give you, your visitor's badge. I email the person to let them know you're...
Oh, you're not riding around anymore?
Well, I mean, I ride around the parking lot every now and then if they need me to. Or I just walk around the buildings. But I'm mainly just at the front desk, emailing people, letting them know, hey, your food's here, or your, interviewee is here.
Dang.
It's easy money, but...
That's cool.
The hours take a toll on you, so...
What are they?
10 p.m. to 6 a.m., which I don't start working really till 5:30, because nobody's in the building, just the security guards. So it's easy, but the real job is just staying up, finding yourself something to do. I take a supermarket with me every now and then. Yeah.
Dang.
Not too bad. What about you? What you got going on? You leaving what, 2 weeks? Just about.
What's today?
The 12th.
12th. I leave in 17 days.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be working next week and that's it. I'm at the point where I need to start creating content, like a lot of content. I have so many pictures, I have so many videos, I have so many, everything. that now it's time to just like start really getting shit done and start putting out a lot of stuff. More YouTube, more like old like farm tours and stuff like that. Start releasing that. So work. I gotta turn in my taxes. That needs to get done like now. I have 3 days. I need to do that like now. I've got most of my stuff done. I just have to submit them. But I got a box in the mail yesterday. This is from Lesser Evil Foods. They made these things called, I'll back up. I love Sprouts clearance. So whenever there's a Sprouts clearance rack, I make sure.
You need a key or something?
Yeah, you got a key?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing. I'm gonna hurt my fingers. Actually, I could use my handy dandy pen. That's for you. This is a Daniel Miller design. I dropped it. Daniel Miller, my buddy from Oklahoma, created these. This is the grass-fed versus GMO creation.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So that's Don Pilla de grass-fed. Speak of the devil. Bam! It's his first official appearance. So, Daniel made this out of wood. That's a piece of box something. Box elder. Box elder. It's a tree from Oklahoma. Daniel carved it, whittled it, painted it, everything. So he's the official mascot of Grassfed. He'll travel with me everywhere I go. And that's a way to just kind of share without you seeing my face everywhere, because it's a bit unnecessary. You can see his face, and you'll know we were there. So, this is Lesser Evil Foods. I bought some, here's your keys. Sprouts had some of, probably these. Paleo Puffs. They're clearance rack. And for some reason, Sprouts, you guys suck, because if you guys aren't selling these, you can't sell nothing. These rock. So they did send me this box, and these are cassava and sweet potato, coconut oil, and nutritional yeast. So I want you to tell me what it tastes like, because I've eaten a lot of these.
Yeah. So unbiased, genuine.
Yeah, Danny's truthful. If it sucks, he's gonna tell you.
Yeah. No thanks, yeah. I like them.
What's it taste like?
I don't know.
It's so fucking good, isn't
You
it?
can't even explain it. I mean, it's good. It's like cheesy, but not too cheesy.
And guess what? There's no cheese in it. This is completely vegan product.
Yeah, I like it. I definitely recommend it.
GMO free, paleo friendly, gluten free, vegan, grain free, and it's got a fucking kettlebell on it. I don't know what that means, but it might mean it's good for exercise. Is that what that's supposed to mean? What, you Ricky Bobby? You don't know what to do with your hands? I'm super impressed. You want some more?
I'm good.
We got some more flavor. But yeah, thank you guys. We're definitely gonna work together. One reason I'm a big fan of these is because cassava, you know yucca?
Yucca?
Yeah, so the long root.
Yeah.
That's what this is made of. So using crops like that, which aren't, you know, in Mexico and in Belize and parts of Mexico, I'm sure, but in all of Belize you can grow cassava without pesticides, without fertilizers, without anything. So why grow a potato when you can grow cassava? Why grow a potato when you can grow sweet potato? Why grow a potato when you can grow you know, the cocoa macaw?
Yeah.
So like a little fuzzy looking tuber. Why grow something invasive and native? Or not invasive, but why grow something non-native when you can grow something native? So, that's why I like these guys. they reached out. I didn't ask for these. They said, hey, we're going to send you a box of stuff. So, proud. And like I said, if somebody sends me something, I don't, like, I'm not going to say, no matter what this is, it's really good and it tastes great. And I'm not going to lie. No. I'm not, actually, and I'm going to lie, sorry. I'll give a disclaimer. I had a beer before this, or two. So, we're just going to be honest. But yeah, we're not going to lie and tell you this shit is bad or good. Or we're going to tell you the truth.
Especially me. You know I'm not going to go in for seconds if I didn't.
He'll spit it out. Like, he actually will.
Yeah.
I almost wish, I want to slide you something bad and act like, say like, oh yeah, this is really good, try it. And then you can spit it out so people see the truth. I should have planned that. I didn't plan anything. I was late. Sorry. So, that's those. Oh, dude. Dude, you sent me a water bottle.
That's dope. What does it say on there?
Lesser Evil. That's the company.
Oh.
That's cool. Thank you, guys. I'm going to put my moringa in this. Super cool. Bottle. Sealable. Travel friendly, looks like. For cold beverages. Awesome. So yeah, thank you guys. That was a little snack break. We also have the Himalayan pink salt. Ooh. Himalayan salt and apple cider. Not bad. Not bad. We are in my neighbor's media room. This is, like I said, not my studio, but we have the best neighbors in the world, so they're letting us use. Shout out to Nick and Cheryl. So, back to it. Something I want to admire you for, along with like more shit that you've dealt with, is like losing your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people who have, my dad died. Life's over. Yeah. Life sucks. My mom died. Life's over. My brother died. My sister did this. She died. Whatever. It's like, people die. Like, I'm really blessed. I've had to deal with like immediate family. Like, my grandparents are dead, but like immediate family members, I've never dealt with that. Yeah. So, how, like, first applaud, like, I love you, you rock. But, what is...
I mean, what can I do, you know?
Yeah.
The more I cry, the more I complain, I can't bring anybody back, you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's my grandparents or my dad, it's just, it is what it is. That's the way life goes, you know? Sooner or later it was going to happen,
yeah.
You know? But you just got to be, I guess, in the moment. Yeah, you know, the first month or two after it had, you know, happened, I was upset about, you know, everything that had gone down, questioning things, but you get over it, you know. Not over it, but I guess accept it, you know, whether you want to or not. He's not here, and it just, you know, move on. I have to, you know, be strong for my two sisters and my mother, and at the time, my nephew. But, I mean, yeah, there's nothing anybody can do, but, you know, just, you gotta keep going, you know. Like I did with my heart condition, you just keep going. There's not really much to it, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, that's like, I'm really blessed. Like I said, I haven't had to deal with anything like that, but to be around someone like this who deals with that is just like, what are you gonna do about it? You know, doesn't get you anywhere. And that's something like, you know, my mom is like biggest person in my life ever. Yeah. That's a philosophy she had. It's like, you can be mad about it. What's it gonna do? Like you can get angry, you can get sad. They're only gonna affect the way you perform. They're only gonna affect the way you think. They're only. Might as well just keep going.
Yeah, I remember when I graduated in high school, people were shocked that I did it without my dad. Like you know, no offense, but I didn't really. I wouldn't say I didn't need him, but I mean, whether he's here or not, I still had to go to school. I still had to pass tests and, you know, get good grades. So it's not like, oh, he's not here, let's just bomb everything, you know?
Yeah, it's almost like people look at you and say, oh wait, you had several cards you could play and you didn't play them. Yeah. What the hell?
Exactly. I don't know, it's just, I guess I see things differently, but like I said, there's not much you can do about it, you know? Just suck it up and keep going.
Damn.
Yeah.
So is like does your nephew or your nieces ever ask anything or? Like...
My nephew, yeah, because my dad passed when my nephew was 2. My nieces were both born, you know, a few years later. But he asks about him and he kind of reminisces every now and then. But
does he remember him?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, but you know it's sad, just because you know you see him kind of break down and just say, you know, I miss my grandpa and stuff like that. But you just kind of gotta hug them and just let them know that, you know, you still have your uncles, your mom, your parents, just everybody else who loves you here to, you know, help you continue, I guess, push through. So that's what I do. I just try to focus on the good moments, and you know, I tell my nieces just the silly things he would do, just, you know, because I know they obviously didn't meet him, but they do ask about him. They see pictures and, you know, who's that, and kind of, I guess, inform them that that's their grandfather and, you know, just the way he was. But yeah, it does kind of hurt seeing them, I guess, ask and, you know, kind of break down every now and then, which isn't often, but it's, you know, yeah, it still hurts.
Damn.
Yeah.
So is there any, like, I guess, how can you, like, what do you want to relay to people? Obviously you've just said what you said, but like, what do you think for people if something happens, if you lose someone like that, what do you recommend? Like, obviously you can't just say, like, right off the bat, it's like, hey, suck it up, it gets over. Like, you get over it.
Yeah.
How do you think?
I feel like it's different for everybody. You know, my sisters, whenever we go visit his site, they break down and you know, just, which is understandable, of course, you know, that's their father, but I think everybody grieves differently. So for me, it might take me a year to get over my dad's passing. It might take, you know, the next person a week, 2 years. It's just all up to that person, you know. I can't really tell you any tactics or anything to kind of push through it, but the way I did it is just kind of just rely on your family. You know, if you need to scream and cry and just talk about whatever you got going on, do it to, you know, your mom or whoever you have left, your sisters, your uncles, whoever, you know. That's what my, you know, nephew does every now and then. He comes to me, and I'm the youngest, I guess, uncle he has, and it's just that bond we have, though, it's so close that he just doesn't even care, you know. But I feel like if like I went to what's it called, counseling.
Yeah.
That was something my sisters thought that would be beneficial to me, which it did in a way help, but I don't know, it's just that person didn't know me as well as my mom or my sisters or whoever else in my family knew me. So it just kind of felt weird, you know. But in ways I do think it helped, just because now I'm I won't say happy to talk about it, but I'm okay talking about it. You know, I would kind of, well, you knew me around that time. I was 2 myself, you know.
Sorry, I didn't realize how soon it was before I met you that your dad had died.
I mean, yeah.
It was that spring, correct?
Yeah, it was
Spring
April
of 2011.
Started school August 2011.
I had no idea, dude.
4 months, not even.
I didn't know until it was what, a couple weeks ago was his birthday, right? Or the anniversary of his passing, one or the other?
His passing, yeah.
Yeah. So I remember you seeing that, and it was like, whoa. Like, I met this kid, like, really soon after his dad died, and you were like, like,
yeah,
I mean, obviously you were going through your shit, but, like, dude, you were, like, not showing that, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, because you come from a whole different, high school to, middle school to high school is a huge change regardless.
Yeah.
So coming from a different city to, you know, no friends.
Was that your first time in Allen, too?
Yeah.
Right away?
Yeah. And, you know, seeing people's little cliques from middle school and stuff like that, and me kind of just being there.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurt, but like I said, you just gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I really can't explain what I did. I just kind of just took it one day at a time, and, you know, thankfully I met you and, you know, Chris and Landon and stuff like that, and just kind of grew from there. But yeah, you're the only person that I talked to from freshman year like that, you know.
Yeah, you and Landon are the only 2 that I'm...
Well, I mean, yeah, it's of course Landon, but you and I are, I guess, communicate more than him and I do. But yeah, no, I love Landon, of course, but yeah, you 2 are the only 2 that I really feel comfortable around. And I still have friends from high school, it's just not there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not at that, I guess, level, personal level.
Oh yeah, I was kind of that same way of like not really like having a click. There was like, you landed, and there was like Cali, and when that was gone, it's like, cool. I've like Landon and Danny, and then like a bunch of people come to my house and party, and like they're not really my friends, but like we like to drink together.
Yeah.
And it was like this is weird. So like I kind of see where you're coming from with that.
That's the way I saw people too. You know, whenever we'd go to your house to party, it's just like, well, I probably might not see these people again. I'm gonna see Landon and Klayton and maybe Cali, but like that's about it.
Yeah, we're just some weird times.
Yeah, to say the least. Yeah.
Yeah. So my house was kind of like the
That's
house
fine.
in high school where people would just come to party. My mom traveled a lot. Like one thing I will say, people are like, oh, your mom just like leaves. It's like, no. My mom's like very adamant that like shit still gets done. They were like,
oh, yeah.
She leaves for like weeks at a time. It's like, no, she's gone on to a trade show from Thursday to Sunday, and we just so happen to party like every day
from Thursday to Saturday.
But the people are like, oh, your mom just like allows this. It's like, no.
What she doesn't know won't hurt her.
Yeah, but she always knew.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
She's too smart to.
She was way too smart.
Pull one over on.
But I think she was also she's also smart enough to say, well, they're either gonna do it somewhere else, they're gonna do it at the house. They're learning. That's her big thing. Is like, they're learning. It's like learn your lessons. Don't be stupid. Get shit done.
Yeah, something I've always loved about your mom is just that she was very loving, but she wasn't just on us 24/7.
Yeah.
She knew what we were gonna do, but might as well do it at the house when nobody's driving or being seen, I guess.
Yeah. You probably had the most interesting perspective of like encountering her when we were fucked up and you were.
Yeah, I was the only sober one ever. But yeah, no, she's an angel. I love her to death.
Yeah, she rocks.
Remember that one time she like cooked up this huge feast after just a random day.
It was like a Tuesday in April.
Yeah.
It looked like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and she had like this big old thing of like desserts, and she was just like, have at it. And I was like, dude, hell yeah.
We were like, what's going on? It's like, yeah, I knew we were going to come home, so she wanted to cook us some food.
I just cooked,
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah.
I'm very blessed to have, I would say perhaps, but it's not perhaps. Sorry to Danny's mom, but she has to be number 2. My mom's the best. Sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah.
But my mom's the best. And to all the other mothers in the world, no disrespect, but you're just not as good. But, yeah, this is the Grassfed Podcast, and I want to thank one of the people we're working with, Corey and Danica Peace of Holistic Hemp Healing. They're providing this CBD oil, and they've partnered with us to do a 20% off. So if you're interested in the CBD oil, you can get 20% off, and they have free shipping on orders. I think it's $49 or more. But go put an order in, buy some products, you'll get free shipping, you'll get 20% off. This is their full spectrum oil, so it has a little bit of THC in it, but a legal amount, less than 0.3%. So that's one of the products that I really, 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 really believe in. So I've made sure to get an affiliation with them, working with them. Companies like Lesser Evil are just for, I want to bring really clean food to people, but I don't have the time or the resources or the money to go develop products. So I'm going to partner with a lot of the different groups and companies to bring products to you, make sure that they're clean, they're safe, they're good for you, and the companies are actually like who they say they are. So companies like Lesser Evil I'm working with now, more to come in the future. The other thing, last but not least, you know what this is?
I don't.
This is Moringa. Moringa oleifera. It's grown on the farm I lived on, San Lorenzo Farm. We're going to be bringing this to you, to the market, every month. It's going to be a monthly subscription. You can receive this in your mailbox. And we'll figure out the pricing. We're working on all that. The pricing, shipping, minimum orders, all that jazz. It's happening now. So that's kind of what I want to do. That's my little advertisement. So, what do you want to say before we end this?
No, just thank you. I know it's been a long time coming. Like I said, we have just life going on that should have happened 2 weeks ago, but I was out of town, then work. Yeah, it's just. But I'm glad it happened. It was much needed. I feel like.
Hell yeah, it's a pleasure, my friend. Like I said, I'm Klayton. And this is Don Pina de Grassfed. Once again, Daniel Miller Creations. If you want something like this made for you, he'll make it. He can commission anything. He's the type of guy, you say, hey Daniel, I got an idea. He say, what is it, man? Anything's possible. Ain't nothing we can't do. He can do anything. So this is a pineapple, wood carved, with the logo on the back. He can do it all. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. His name's not actually Daniel, so if you're like, oh, Daniel.
No, that's not me at all.
It's like not his name. So don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Don't call him Daniel. So, anything else?
We're good. I'm good.
Tell people your favorite word. I have 3 quick things I'm going to ask you. First one's your favorite word.
Oh, hell. I don't know. I don't have a favorite word.
Logic, probably, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just messing. Next, this is something I'm stealing from Tim Ferriss. If you had a billboard, where would it be and what would you put on it? I added the where would it be part.
I guess just like somewhere along a highway is where it's visible 24/7 and just, of course, not to steal from logic, but peace, love, and positivity.
Just 3 words?
Just 3 words, peace, love, and positivity, which is, I feel, something we all should practice 24/7.
I dig it. And the last one, but not least. What's one song that people should listen to right now?
From anybody?
Yeah, just a song.
Ain't Going Back by Russ.
I ain't going back. That's the podcast. I'm Klayton. That's Danny. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share us. Do whatever you're supposed to do to a podcast. Listen to it. Share your grandmother. Show your great auntie. Show your cousin Charlize. Show your neighbor. Show everybody. Thank you.
I've really been trying to make sense of this, because, well, what the hell's going on? Why am I selling out 3,000 person auditoriums? I use the stage, let's say, as a opportunity in real time to think. I've been thinking, well, if you're surfing, you don't confuse yourself with the wave. The wave. The wave. That's a real mistake. You might be on top of the wave, but you're not. The wave. The wave. The wave. That's a real mistake. You might be on top of the wave, but you're not.